The Annabelle Doll. On the night Hollywood released the horror movie Annabelle, a sellout audience at Laurelton Hall was spellbound hearing about the real Annabelle, a demonic doll from paranormal investigator Lorraine Warren, who cracked the real-life case along with her late husband, Ed Warren. The real Annabelle doll lives in a locked box at Warren's Occult Museum. The Raggedy Ann at the Warrens Museum is no ordinary doll. According to the Warrens, it is inhabited by an inhuman spirit, and there is a warning on the glass case not to touch. One museum goer who ignored the warnings and taunted the doll died in a motorcycle crash shortly after being told to leave the museum. The movie is a prequel to The Conjuring, based on the Warrens' real-life case involving the doll. The couple had a lot of input in the first movie, but Annabelle is fabricated. Warren, who mostly along with her late husband, has investigated more than 10,000 cases of paranormal activity, presented the talk and a slideshow of cases at the Catholic Girls High School with the help of her son-in-law, Tony Spera, also a paranormal investigator. She said the power of faith has gotten her out of many scary situations, because it's often about fighting the demonic with goodness. Holy water is a tool. Warren said her Catholic faith is both her protection and her drive. Warren began by telling the audience that ever since the age of 7 or 8, she saw lights or auras around people, but was afraid to tell her parents, for fear they would think she was crazy. She spent many years praying about it, because I didn't want to be different, she said. If you go into a very happy home, very seldom bad things will be found, Warren said. According to a clip Spera showed, the real-life Annabelle story began in 1970, when a 28-year-old nurse received a Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday gift from her mom. She put the rag doll on her bed and began to notice it changing positions. A leg would be crossed, or the doll would be lying on its side. Then the girl and her roommate began to find parchment paper on the floor with written messages, such as, "Help me, help us." They had no parchment paper in the house. The doll began appearing in different rooms, and at one point appeared to be leaking blood. Then, one day, a male friend was taking a nap and woke up with the doll staring at him, as he felt like he was being strangled. There were deep scratch wounds on her upper body. The girls at first thought maybe an intruder was moving the doll around and leaving notes. The girls were introduced to the spirit of Annabelle Higgins, said to be a young girl that resided on the property before the apartments were built and died there at age 7. According to the website, the spirit related to the medium that she felt comfort with the 2 roommates in the apartment and wanted to stay with them and be loved. The roommates gave Annabelle permission to inhabit the doll, but things got worse. The Warrens took an interest in the case and contacted the women. They came to the immediate conclusion that the doll itself was not in fact possessed, but manipulated by an inhuman presence. According to the Warrens' website, which goes on to say, truly this spirit was not looking to stay attached to the doll. It was looking to possess a human host. Spera said the Warrens took the doll, and Ed Warren told his wife they should avoid the highway because he was going to be a rough ride home. He was right. At some point he had to sprinkle the Annabelle doll with holy water to calm it down. The movie Annabelle doesn't resemble the real-life story. In the movie, the doll is owned by a young couple, given to the woman for her doll collection. As the woman nears her pregnancy due date, A pair of satanic cultists break in, stab the pregnant woman in the belly, and end up dead in their home. One of the cultists is named Annabelle Higgins, and some of her blood lands on the doll. That's when the doll starts doing over-the-top scary things. Spera and Warren said they don't really care that the producers of Annabelle fabricated the story for the movie, because it still serves the purpose of warning the public about demons. Everyone in the audience who believes in God must also believe there's a devil, Spera said. Ghosts, devils, demons are real. He said, while most people are focused on the bad stuff regarding ghosts, there are beautiful stories as well, such as the soldier who appeared to visit a loved one. Spera said it's a ghost if its stranger appears, and an apparition if you recognize the person. The keys don't open any doors, Spera said.